How we doing, family? Peace, love, prosperity. The camera's right here, but I'm looking at myself right here. So forgive me if I'm. Anyways, this video is about envisioning your future self in the current moment and basically aligning yourself with the quantum, aligning yourself on a quantum level that you envision for yourself. What do I mean by that? So I'm saying if you're chilling in the room, chilling in your bedroom, right? And you get an urge to play the game, but you haven't worked out today, or you haven't read today, or you haven't walked your dog today. These choices that you make align yourself with your future self currently in the present moment. So number one, live your life for you. What do I mean by that? Living your life for you is not living in the past, not speaking negativity into yourself, not living your life for others validation, right? Speak life into yourself. That's what I just said. Speak life into yourself. Focus on the positive things in life, right? Let's focus on how we can be better for today. Let's focus on how we can be let's focus on how we can be better for tomorrow, a year from now, a week from now. Let's focus on how we can be better for our families, for our friends, if you consider friends. I don't consider beings in my life friends. I don't have any friends. I only have family. Live your life for you. Speak life into yourself. Focus on things that better you for tomorrow, next month, next year, etc. Right, that's what I just got into. And speaking life into yourself, you can say that through affirmations. I do affirmations every day. I'll do 369, 333, 666, 444, whatever the case may be. Whatever I'm feeling for that day. Like, so this one is July 28th. Says, I live for the betterment of self. And I did that 3 times. Then I did 6 times. I love and stick up for myself. Then 9 times. I am present and aware. And I'll show you right there. Right. And then another day, I love myself and put myself first 3 times. I grow consciously daily 6 times. I vibrate at my highest self 9 times. And I like to also do a written meditation daily. I like to just whatever I'm feeling that day. I will find something right now and read it to you. And just something I was feeling. I'll show you what I wrote today. Actually, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that. But you get the idea. Just a full page. Just a full page. You know? Whatever you're feeling. It's good to get your thoughts out. You can get your thoughts out by working out, by taking a walk, really just meditating, or just speaking to yourself. I talk to myself all the time. I won't say we're, but at least in society, it's taught that it's weird to talk to yourself. It's like not a stigma. Maybe it is a stigma, but it's weird to talk to yourself. That's what at least I was taught, not through my family, but just through what I've seen on social media. But talking to yourself and asking yourself questions, asking yourself, why did I do this? Taking a moment and stepping back from the ego and asking yourself, my bad, it's windy. Hopefully you don't hear that, but that's why I'm in the car right now. Asking yourself, why did I make this choice? What provoked me to do this? Or what made me think this thought? You know? Okay, next point. Align self. Flow through life on the frequency you want to reside at and elevate at, not others. So aligning your, let me read that one more time because this was a few days ago. Align self. Flow through life on the frequency you want to reside and elevate at, not others. Okay, so I watched a video today. I watched a video today by this creator called Darius Harrison, and the video was about. He was talking about this viewer's question, and in the question, this individual was asking, "How can I help others without? How can I help others without?" Uh, I'm forgetting, but basically, this individual was helping others, but they were taking on that trauma from that individual and bringing it onto them. A good example he made was you have, let's say, a group of people walking across this muddy area, and it's raining, right? So it's getting more muddy. So you lay yourself down, as in like you would lay a towel down over the mud, and you're saying like, yo, basically, go ahead and walk over me through this mud. I will take on your trauma. And now these individuals are um I'm trying to stop saying but these individuals are now placing their trauma by trauma dumping onto you. Now you're taking on that energy. And so that's what I mean by aligning yourself. It's okay to have beings around you that aren't on the same frequency as you, but at least from my experience, it kind of gets to a point to where, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Because not to be rude or anything, but they're just not carrying. They're just holding yourself back from your true potential. But aligning yourself, doing more productive, creative acts that benefit yourself and your future self. So let's say you want to get into horticulture, right? Speaking from my own experience, horticulture and psychology. You can go ahead and take a horticulture class, a 30-day class or a 10-week class, psychology. You can take a class, you can read a book, you can journal, you can get a shadow work book, really dive deep into yourself and envision that future self and walk towards that in your truth. Next key point. Moving outside your comfort zone / allowing the universe to show you lessons about yourself. So a good example I could say was I don't label myself as an introvert. I don't label myself as an extrovert or anything like that. I just follow my truth. But if you were to, I like to say to myself, I don't like to go out. I don't like to. I don't enjoy going to parties. I don't enjoy drinking. I don't enjoy going to bars. I don't enjoy spending my time doing that. I would rather spend that with my girl or with family, um, mini golf, go karting, watching a movie, just talking, going out to eat, things like that. But I did go to a party recently. I did go to a party. It was my girl's friends party. Girl's friend party. And I had faced a situation with an individual there that I've never faced before. And not to get too deep into it, but this individual kept touching me and she was drunk, and that's not something I'm used to dealing with. Now, if it was a man, obviously I would be on that, but it was a woman, and that's really not an excuse though. And this happened a while ago, And I was talking to myself, and I was like, "Yo, I need to have better. I need to have better control of myself in those situations and speak up for myself." I think one of the affirmations I wrote down was, "I love and I stick up for myself." I have no problem sticking up for myself, but in that situation, that wasn't something I've encountered before. And we had just gotten to the party. I wasn't trying to ruin anything, but that's me thinking of others instead of myself. Just to keep it 100 with you. So through that, I understood the lesson that I was being taught in not allowing individuals into my space, or not allowing beings to touch me. It wasn't like hands all over. It was very subliminal, but it was obvious what was going on. Next one. Moving with purpose and intention. Moving with purpose and intention, right? So the moment you get up, are you scrolling on your phone? And I say this so many times, but it's a fact. Because I used to do this too. And don't get me wrong, some days I will pick up my phone and check it out. I won't really scroll, but if I got like a notification on there, I'm gonna check it out. If I got a text, check it out. Cool. I feel like that's okay. As long as you're not instantly going onto YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, whatever the case may be. Okay, and then moving with purpose and intention. So, in your days of the week, day A, DAZEWEAK, the days of your week, are you being productive, or are you being weakened in your weekends and your weekdays? Or I mean, are you allowing that to happen? So make a schedule for yourself. Make a goal for yourself. Tell yourself that I want to do this and this and this today. I want to do this and this tomorrow. I want to do this and this and this the next day. I want to study for this however long. I want to read the Bible for however long. I want to read um, I want to read this article. I want to do this. I want to research this. I want to work out for this long. I want to go do this. I want to go on a walk. I want to whatever. You get it. You get it. But how is this benefiting you? Okay? What do you envision yourself doing or being? See it daily. Think it daily. Right? So, hold on, there's a car. I'll just making sure. But what do you envision yourself doing or being? See it daily. Think it daily. So, an example for myself, growing into what I wanted to become and what I want to become, I wanted to have a certain physical physique, right? I wanted to be ripped. I wanted to have abs. I wanted to have tattoos. I got the tattoos now. I got the body now. But it's you can be satisfied with what you have, and you should be satisfied with what you have. And if you're not satisfied with what you have, you should grow into that. You should work towards that. But I have gained the physical physique that I want, but it's not what I'm it's not what it's not the end goal. It's not the end goal. That's what I'm saying. I'm very happy with the work that I put in. I do 500 push-ups daily. I do plank. I do squats. I do jump ropes. I try to do the push-ups daily. That's the daily thing. The jump ropes, the sit-ups, the ab crunches, the planks, squats. These are things that I rotate in day in and day out. Like one day I'll do this and this and this with the push-ups, and the next day I'll do this and this and this. Sometimes I do weights. Sometimes I will do more cardio one day. Sometimes I'll do more abs one day, so on and so forth. Right. At one point I wanted longer hair. I used to have longer hair. It went to my shoulders almost. Then I cut it. Maybe one day I'll go back to that. But for now, I'm happy with what I look in the mirror. I'm happy with what I see in the mirror as my ego, my character, my avatar, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm trying to make sure this thing don't fall. I got like a curtain over the windshield. Think it daily, see it daily. Another thing, sorry, I'm touching my face a lot, but my hair is tickling me. Another thing I seen daily for myself, me and my girl, was this camper van, and we got it, and we got it, and it took a while. It took a while, but when you envision it and see it daily, you know it's coming. When you're righteous in your truth, it's gonna come to you. You may have bumps in the road, but it's gonna come to you. Those bumps were uh, necessary. Those bumps were necessary to get you to where you wanted to be at. If you didn't have those bumps, if you didn't have that trauma brought upon you, if you didn't have, well, trauma brought upon you. I'll say the situation that brought this trauma. If you didn't have the situation happen to you, and you healed from it, and that's something I read in the shadow work book, and something I wrote too about that. Without pain, consciousness growth or spiritual growth cannot happen without pain. So I say this because you may not be able to see a certain perspective or a certain you may not be able to have a certain mindset before that trauma, but after the trauma you heal from it, and you are able to, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but we're good, I'm chilling. You are able to see this new perspective of yourself and your mindset, and then it clicks and it's like, oh, I get it. Next, affirming it with yourself. Mirror work. I love mirror work. I've really been reaping the benefits of mirror work and just loving the image that you see in the mirror. Tell yourself, thank you. I am grateful to get up today. Thank you, Justin, for getting up today and working towards your goals. Thank you for being authentic to yourself. Thank you for loving yourself. Thank you for allowing yourself to be guided and to be taught what you never knew. Physically, but spiritually, you always knew. But yeah, that you can also do the 369 affirmations, written meditations, written affirmations. Like right here, I said, I own multiple properties. I own multiple businesses. I think strong-mindedly. And then I wrote, how? Go into detail and allow the mind to shape it. So give yourself some time to self in a quiet room, outside. Maybe it's raining, maybe it's sunny outside, and it's just calm. And you envision your surroundings. Maybe you envision your properties. You got rows of vegetables and fruit trees growing. You have your house that you made. You got your girl next to you sitting on the chairs on your porch. You have a well behind you. There's a river flowing through your property. You live in Oregon. You live in Nevada. Wherever you want to live. You live in the forest. You live in the jungle. You live in a plain. You live in the mountains. How does it feel? What does the temperature feel like? What's going on in the sky? Like, How are you? What do you look like? What are you thinking? What's your mindset like? Who's with you? Do you have pets? Do you have animals? What are your businesses? Do you farm? Do you farm? Do you farm for a business? Do you make jewelry? Do you make clothes? Do you make shoes? Whatever the case may be. Do you tattoo? Do you do hair? Envision it. Really sit there and just see it and just let it come to you because it's already there. You just gotta work towards it, right? This is the last one right here. Being kind and graceful towards yourself, but also honest. Never be too hard on yourself. That's something I struggle with. I'm not gonna lie. And I've told my girl about it. And it's something I'm still working on daily because I see my future self. And right now I am in a I'm transitioning energetically. I'm in a transitional period with moving into this camper van for van life. So it's a big change. It's a very big change. And in a way it does a little bit make me nervous, but I know spiritually that I'm okay. I know where I'm meant to be at. I know I see my future daily. And if I not to speak it into existence, but let's say I get how would you word that? I exit this realm of existence. I would be happy with that. If I could save a kid, if I could, you know what I'm saying? I would be happy with that because I've lived. I've lived and I'm okay with that. Yeah, being graceful towards yourself, not being too hard on yourself, forgiving yourself when you make mistakes. Because those mistakes, are they really mistakes if you learn from them and you grow from them? Just saying. So what is mistake? What is a mistake to a winner? Okay, and also be honest. Be honest in the sense of if you have an addiction, if you smoke weed, if you like to binge watch and binge eat at the same time, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself because why would you want to lie to yourself? You know? What can you do to work on these? It does take baby steps. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if you want it, you'll get it. If you want it, you'll get it. And you can't play victim because that lesson is for you to learn. It is for you to learn. That's your lesson. That's just how it is. You came here into this physical experience wanting to heal from that trauma. So go do it. But yes, be graceful towards yourself. Be real with yourself and grow beyond what you currently think, say, do, eat, etc. Yes. Always strive to be better than who you were yesterday. Whether that be through speaking, through talking, through making videos, through walking, through riding, through certain activities, through making clothes, through working out, tattoos, hair, cars, engineering, building, construction, whatever you want to do. If you want to be a scientist, if you want to be if you want to grow weed, if you want to grow mushrooms, whatever the case may be. How can you be better for yourself? Because when you're better for yourself, you're better for others. Peace. Love you. Have a great day.